Greetings, children of the screen, your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here once again, coming at you with another Quick Thoughts video. Today we're going to be focusing in on Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers #1 by Jason Aaron, Ed McGuinness, Mark Morales, and David Carell. So this book, while it is not the first to come out, it is what most people are considering the official start of Marvel's Fresh Start initiative. So this book will be, to a greater or lesser extent, to a lot of people, representing what the Fresh Start will be about, whether that be right or wrong. So let's keep that in mind as we go through this, and whenever a little snag comes up, I'm going to mention it. So we start off and we first get to see Jason Aaron's Avengers BC return for a little encounter where they lead up to them fighting the Celestials. And then we cut to the future, or the present, I suppose, where we see Tony Stark, Thor Odin's son, and Steve Rogers, Captain America, hanging out in a bar and having a drink and talking about, like, maybe they should get the Avengers back together, but at the same time, with everything that's gone on with them here as of late, they're not really sure if they're the right people for that job of Avengers, you know? So having said that, like, there's one little issue that pops up in this scene. Otherwise, the scene is really well written. I really like the dynamic between all the characters. Ed McGuinness's artwork is really solid. It's very simple and streamlined, but we hit our first snag in this scene where they refer to Captain America being Hydra Cap, which is not correct. In the current continuity, this Captain America is essentially a clone? Or a copy or a representation of Captain America created by the cognizant Cosmic Cube Kobik, like the little girl Cosmic Cube, who basically created this Captain America out of her memories of how the former Captain America had been. But it's important to keep in mind that the real Captain America, the Captain America that we've always been reading, was always a member of Hydra. And right now he is in a prison somewhere, just waiting for Nick Spencer to be able to pull him out. But they're trying to glaze over that because so many people were upset by it. But that's our first snag. Anyway, from there we jump over and we meet Doctor Strange and T'Challa, Black Panther, as they are investigating an archaeological dig that went horribly wrong, and they find this weird rock that has all the symbols of the BC Avengers carved into it. And there are also these holes, and they investigate in the holes and find these, like, crazy caverns deep near the center of the Earth that have these, like, huge alien xenomorph-looking egg sacs. From there, we jump over to Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, and we see that after the events of Marvel Legacy #1, he hasn't slept in days, because apparently it's only been days since that happened, even though it's been months for us. Marvel time works weird. It's cool. We'll roll with it. But anyway, he hasn't slept in days. He's worried about what's going to happen the next time the Ghost Rider comes out. From there, we catch up a little bit with Jen Walters, and we get an introduction with Jen, which is really weird. It's very more indicative of the things Marvel's been doing the last couple of years. Basically, Jen Walters is still trying not to Hulk out, and it seems the only way they know how to characterize her is through her being a woman having an encounter with an obnoxious, jerk, somewhat rapey man, and it's kind of a cringy scene, but, like, whatever, moving on. That's literally all we get from that, is like that. So then we move on from there. We're continuing on. We jump back over to Black Panther and them, and we see that all of a sudden, like, these little egg things, some of them have already hatched. So then from there we jump back over and we see that Carol Danvers is up near Alpha Flight's space station, and all of a sudden there's, like, a rift in space that opens up, like a portal, and she starts flying to it to investigate. And as she starts getting close, she's like, oh my god, send out an alarm all over the planet. It's a worldwide alert, send it now. And they're like, what is it? She's like, there's no time. And then from there we cut back down and we see Tony is getting the same indication from all his satellites circling the Earth. And then we jump over to Robbie Reyes, who, like, all of a sudden out of the ground, this weird bug alien mech thing pops up and starts attacking him, and he frickin' Ghost Riders out. And all the heroes are frickin' convening, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, something breaks Atmo as Tony, Iron Man, Captain America, Steve Rogers, and Thor Odin's son, they're racing, trying to get to where these signals are coming from, but it's in outer space, and they can't go to outer space because this is a Quinjet that doesn't go to outer space, and then it doesn't matter because these things are falling into the atmosphere, at which point we see a Celestial just laid out on the frickin' ground with Captain Marvel sitting next to her. So Cap, Tony, and Thor, they land and they're like, holy crap, Carol, did you frickin' take out a Celestial by yourself? And she's like, hell no! It was already dead when it was falling. I just tried to keep it from crushing all the people in the city. And they're like, oh, well, it looks like you did good. She's like, no, shut up. You don't understand. There wasn't one portal. There are thousands, and there are right now thousands of dead Celestials raining down on Earth. And then we see not only are those things falling, but we also have the arrival of the thing that killed them. The things that killed them. The same things, potentially, that wiped out the Avengers BC. And Tony's like, all right, Cap, you might as well go ahead and say it and we can get this started. And Cap goes, Avengers, assemble. And that's our book, guys. This is what I want to say. There were definitely some problems. There are still definitely some holdovers where I feel like the introduction of Jennifer Walters wasn't all that great. It felt very cliched and very kind of cringy, like the stuff they've been doing over the last couple of years, a lot of that kind of thing. It also just seemed very lazy. Captain Marvel, her characterization is really good, but some of her dialogue, she's still written like a 15-year-old girl, kind of a moron, not a decorated war hero and soldier, like she actually is. The thing with Cap, where they don't acknowledge that he's not the real Captain America because they want us to forget about that. Those were really the only 3 things in this book that got under my skin. There were a couple other things that weren't great, but all in all, I really enjoyed this book, and I think it is a great starting place for Marvel's fresh start. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So this week, this book's going to be getting 3 out of 5 GGs and a recommend, because if you like the Avengers and you like these characters, definitely check it out. Jason Aaron's characterization for most of them is really solid, and I really enjoyed reading it. And I'm definitely going to check out the next one to see where it goes. But anyway, guys, that's just what I thought about it. Did you guys check this book out this week? If so, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please leave a like and share it with some friends. That's more important now than ever with everything YouTube has been changing on us small YouTubers. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get updates on all the dope content I'll have coming out in the future. Also, guys, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I'll have the links for that in the description of this video. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you all have a good one. Nerd Scum, out.